Well, I see you admiring my new machine. Isn't it wonderful? I'm very proud about this. This is a beauty. And well, I have to thank Chemist for telling me about a burnout clock. But yeah, so if I press that button there we go. It spits out ender pearls, 8 at a time, so I can restock. So yeah, I don't have to wear wings all the time. I can just come in here, grab a load. It's much easier than going into a chest, picking it up, and then doing. So yes, we have got this cool machine, and I think we'll probably try and put a statue here of like one of the workers working on it. I think that will be pretty cool, and I'm so impressed. And I can just go up into this dropper up here, click on that, and I can refill it, and there's a bunch of hoppers. Enough showing off. We need to go and work on our projects for today. So we're over here at the supply vessel that we built in the last episode. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and check that out, because I'm very happy with how it came about. We have our supplies here. Oh, well, I better pick that up. And then in this container behind me, I've actually hidden a nether portal, which is going to be our gateway into the nether for our gold farm. So let's get up on the nether roof and build this gold farm. And that is the gold farm completed, and I've tested it out. It's working fantastic, but unfortunately the storage that was here with the design of the farm is just not fit for purpose. Unfortunately, it fills up far too quick to make this worthwhile AFKing for any length of time. But during the course of building this farm, we made a very rookie mistake. So I want to show you a clip from the stream, and here it is. And if you would like to come over and do it and show me how to do it, maybe we can do it at the end of the stream, or like towards the end once I've got this done. Oh no, no, no. Well, that was a very, very silly mistake, but we managed to get it done without too much hassle and get our gear back. But we'll come back to this farm to put in a auto crafting system, get rid of those swords and make ingots, so we can place a bartering farm down there, which will help us get all of the materials that we're going to be needing: gravel, quartz, ender pearls, leather, and all of those fun things that we get from a bartering farm. But before we do that, we want to head over to an ocean monument where we're going to work on another farm over there. In fact, two farms combined. So let's head over to the ocean monument. In my inventory, I have some potions which are key to this, so water breathing and invisibility. I'm bringing night vision just so you guys can see quite easily. We also have some chicken, the sand, flint, milk bucket, and TNT. as well as the hoe. If we find some sponges and a few bits and pieces, we will actually grab water breathing and invisibility. So if we do have to drink our milk, we can just stay over there and grab any sponges without needing to come back. So let's head over there and see what damage we can do. The key to this is finding the front door. Oh, there we go. We have the mining fatigue. There we go. So the front door's over here. So if we come down here, place a block like that, sand on top, and hit the flint and steel, that will blow a hole in the roof there. We get easy access. And where are you? Where are you? Where is he? Where is he? Hey, this is abnormal. Oh no, we have mining fatigue, which means so I imagine he's probably swum round. Oh crikey, where has he gone? There he is. Found ya. We start hacking away at him. There we go. There we go. First one done. Took a bit of time to find him, but now we can go up, back out that hole we came in, over to the other side over here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to blow a hole in the roof, and hopefully he'll still be in that room. That'll be the ideal scenario. And where are you? Come on, Guardian. There he is. I saw a tail. I saw a tail. Come here, fishy. See how easy it is with the invisibility potions. There we go. And now we'll come back out. Up to the very top of the pyramid. And, well, choose wherever you like here. There we go. And in we go. And he's always, or almost always, in the top here. And come on. There we go. All three done. Make sure we've got all three sponges. Excellent. And now it's time to find the sponge rooms. I guess we should probably drink our milk and redo our potions. Keep digging. Ah, yes, finally. Right. We go. We have some sponges. These always come in handy, and there is a bit of a limited supply. Obviously, they're not renewable, and there's only so many ocean monuments in our world at the moment. So these can come in very handy. But I think, oh, you can't even see me. I think that is probably it for sponges. Let's head out. Well, that's not a bad haul after all. 39 sponges from the Guardian farm. But you know what? We'll probably go and raid one or two more, and I've got the other Guardian farm that I've picked out. So let's head over there and see what I've done. Up here on a platform in the sky, we can see all of our Guardian farm working down below. And if we go into Cheaty Cam and we come down, we can see all of them getting pushed into the Nether portal. So what we do get from this farm is a lot of the prismarine, as well as some of the ink sacs, which there's a lot out here, and I was trying to get it with the allays, but unfortunately it just wasn't working the way I wanted it to work. And this design is by Cortezarino, but I've also put in my own thing here with the scaffolding, and basically what that does is it stops them being able to do anything, and they get stuck in the water, which then pushes them towards the nether portal. And in here we've also got water pushing them into the nether portal. So overall I'm really happy with the outside of this farm. I'm just still trying to think of ways of getting these ink sacs into the farm without too much work. Oh, hello. But let's jump over into the nether side. So on this side we have a very basic collection system here, and I have been working in creative to create a much better system. This literally just allows everything to come in here and collect in these chests. There really isn't any kind of organization or sorting going on here. It's just dirty collection. Now that I've designed the automated crafting system in creative, it means that we actually need to tear this down because it's a couple of blocks too low, which is a little bit annoying, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So let's get on with that, and what I'll do is I'll bring you back each time I complete an important part of this factory. I've moved up the portal for our Guardian farm, so now we've got all of our hoppers coming into one section, all coming down here. They will go off this way if they are not raw cod. So each one of these has got raw cod as the filter, which means that we remove a large percentage of our items that are coming through the Guardian farm instant, or very quickly anyway. These drop down into these droppers, which are then fired into the lava, destroying all of the cod. So this is a really good and effective way of cleaning out all of the items. So that means all of the prismarine, crystals, shards, tropical fish, bone meal, what's the last one? Pufferfish. Anything else goes into these chests. So now we need to build the next section over here. So this is what I'm calling my second stage sort. So once we've removed all of the cod in the first stage, we can then start filtering out the actual items we do need. So what we do find with these Guardian farms is a lot of items end up being at the corners or the extreme away from the portal. So I've put our first filter as a prismarine shard, second and third are all prismarine shards. Then we go to the crystals. So what that means is we have a large build up here. So we'll get the prismarine blocks, prismarine, I think they're just prismarine, will come out here. The second one will be our prismarine bricks, and then this third two, or this one and this one, is actually going to produce our sea lanterns. And then over here we've got the prismarine shards, and then we've also got ink sacs. So that means hopefully we will get a bit build up of ink sacs before the majority of our prismarine shards get here. And then down here we're going to have our auto crafters, but we also need to get our ink sacs out and then into a crafter to then craft a black dye. And then also at the end here, I've just put on our item destroyer. So this will destroy any leftover items or items once everything gets backed up and turned off. This will destroy those items. So this will be for our pufferfish and items like that that haven't been sorted out in the first or the second. It will just come through and get destroyed. However, if you wanted to put on an extra item filter for specific items, you could shift this along and put that item filter on there. So let's get our ink sacs crafted into dye, and then we can put that back in, and we can also put in all of the rest of the auto crafting. Just want to say before we go any further, this is a mixture of designs by Cortezarino, the Silent Whisperer, and myself, who put this all together. So if you do want to have a tutorial of how to get this built, then make sure to comment down below so that I know that you actually want this. But to tell you or to show you a bit more about what's going on in this lower section, let's just jump into Chili Cam. So over here on this section where we're crafting the Prismarine and Prismarine bricks, we've got this observer crafter combination. So basically when we get enough items in here, it detects that there's one item extra than in here. That sends a pulse through our observers, and then we get blocks created via that system, and then they drop through. So that's quite a basic system and works very well for the one item blocks like the Prismarine and Prismarine bricks. Then over here we have a different design. So this works by having a build up of items in the back. So we can see here the redstone torches where there is a torch off means there's enough items to craft, but unfortunately on these two there isn't, which I can tell you now is the Prismarine crystals on this one and the black ink on this one. So what it does is it gets a backlog. Once there's a backlog and then we have more items coming in, it sends a update to the back here turning off this powered rail, which then sends a pulse through to the crafter to craft the items. And that works really well with these sort of multi-blocks. It does mean we have a builder or additional items here, but once you've got that, then you're not sort of having anything sort of quote unquote disappearing. And then over here we have our ink sacs coming into here, which are sorted out. That comes down into this crafter here. Once the ink sacs are crafted into black dye, it comes down here into the system, and then it's ready to go. So that is our factory all built, and it's working really well. I'm so happy with how this has turned out. And like I said, if you want me to build this, then please let me know, and we can do a tutorial for it. But anyway, whilst I was putting this together, we had another invitation for a side quest. I know it's getting a bit of a habit, but it's a fun habit, and this time definitely was a very good one to say yes to. So let's see a couple of those clips from that side quest.
You too. Are you ready?
Hang on.
Yeah, are you ready? You're fighting it. It's your wither. We're just here for moral support.
Oh, you.
Oh, I found one. Seen one. Seen a few.
Up the far end, there's a few.
South. Oh, he got me. Oh, I got a head. And he picked it up. I got two heads. I got two heads.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
You couldn't. Really?
Yes.
Down started.
Oh.
It scared the what's out of me.
I've just got a third one.
You didn't.
I have.
You did not.
I have.
No.
Two. Another one. Another two.
No way. I don't believe you. I know you're holding them, but I don't believe you got two.
Yeah,
You do not have five. So yes, I'll
No.
probably spawn. Oh, I've done it again.
Someone clip that or clip something.
You
With
can't
a
say
head.
a word, but you can't. Piss
You
off.
can't say that word because you haven't got any.
You suck.
You're regretting asking me coming on this quest, aren't you? If you would like to play on a server just like this with your friends, then check out G-Portal. And using the link down below, you can get a discount on your Minecraft server, and also you'll be helping us out as it gives something to us for your support. That's right, check out G-Portal down below. And here we are with those 6 heads. Oh, yes. That gives us a grand total of 9 Wither Skull heads. And I have to say, I was not expecting this when I was invited to go on this side quest with Troj. And we had a little bit of fun with Cubsy beforehand. But anyway, we need to crack on and finish off the farm we started this episode with. So let's head over there right now. And we're over here at the Rings of Power, the gold farm, and I have got this completed as well. So we've done both of our major projects for this episode, but I also wanted to show you because yeah, it's this bartering system bit down here is by Mr. Bear Buns, and the gold farm design is an Il Mango design. I'll put all of the details down below in the description box, but let's jump into Chili Cam so I can show you a little bit up there. So as is a standard with gold farms, we use the entity cramming with the mine carts, and those come down into a dropper system, which all of these are on simple droppers. So once there's items in them, they'll get fired and triggered by the redstone, and that is shot into some powdered snow just to take away all momentum. So they drop down here into a 2-piston system over here, which is on this lovely little timer with these very simple redstone contraptions. And then down here we have a piston system here, which is on this timer at the back, which then when a pulse goes through, hits the target block, that shoots an item up into the hopper, which is then detected by the comparator, which then fires the piston. So the items get aligned, then they get shot across the top of the ice, where these item sorters take out the gold ingots and the gold nuggets. So we've got 2 for the gold nuggets and 1 for the ingots, and the nuggets are then crafted down into ingots. That is all recombined and brought down to our bartering system here. So everything works really well. The gold farm isn't quite as fast enough to keep up with the bartering system, so we don't need that running the whole time. But at least it gives us a really good way to get XP, as well as all of our items here. So we've got the gravel, blackstone, soul sand, obsidian, crying obsidian, nether quartz, leather, string, nether bricks, spectral arrows, ender pearls, and then a sort of just a random assortment. I've been taking out some of the things that we don't want, like the iron boots, the water bottles, and iron nuggets. Just seems ridiculous. We've already got 2 really good iron farms on the server, which provide enough for the community. So that is it for our farms, and that is going to be it for this episode. I really hope you've had a fantastic time with me on this, and I hope you'll come and join us once again, and we can only depart one way. That's right. See you again soon. Bye.